greatness. Shawn, what did you think of the Undertaker streak ending at WrestleMania 30? Were you as surprised as I was?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was shocked. And I guess even afterwards, I'm somewhat amused. You check your Twitter and we hear the stories that are out there, and none of them are accurate. And everybody was stunned. And you know as well as I do. One person alone makes that call, and it's as much as everyone wants to think other people have some say so in that, they don't. So yeah, I was stunned, and like a lot of people, and I've never asked. I was there when it all happened. I know, what happened, and but that's it's I make the calls around here in my house. That's the way things go, and again for me, I'm leaving the next day, and I'm sure in Vince's mind, he's got a reason, and so that's fine for me, and quite honestly, none of it's my business anyway, so I don't worry about it. I'm sitting right there, so I get privy to all of it, but at the same time, I just grab my bag and go home like everybody else.
Yeah, I said this on a podcast that because I was shocked that it happened. I actually watched the WrestleMania from the hotel because I was writing a column for Fox Sports as the show was progressing, and then I had to finish it up like a real sports writer, and when the game was over, so to speak, and finish up my last paragraph, and and as the clock wound down to 0, the score was whatever. So I watched it at the hotel, and I'm just floating along there, and actually watched it from the green room, and when I saw what went down, I said, wait a minute, that can't be, that can't happen, you can't lose. So here's the deal. Here's what I told somebody. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if the decision for the streak to end didn't happen at the 11th hour or the weekend of. Could have.
I can tell you 4 hours.
Okay, so 4 hours before the show. Okay, so the other thing is that which is interesting. If the reason was it was time and it was you're looking for something to shock and to really get people to flock to the WWE Network, and it was the guy's 49 years old, and nobody, and you and I both know nobody respects Mark Calloway more than you and me. My God, he's the man. I mean, he's Sam Houston, he's John Wayne, he's all those things. He's Davy Crockett. He's wherever you want him to be. He's bigger than life. So I saw him at the Hall of Fame about a little bit longer than I saw you, sitting in the makeup chair, just combing your hair, of course. But I said, we hugged, and I said, "How you doing, big man?" He said, "I'm good." And I said, "How many more of these you think you got in you?" And I was BSing. I'm glad to see him, and he looked good and lean, and I hugged him, and man, he was, solid. And he said, "I don't know." He said, "I'll let you know in a few hours." So, I thought, we don't know. I don't know how he feels. He's had surgeries. He's had hips and shoulders and labrums and rotator cuffs and, my gosh, knees. And it's not an easy business. He's played a lot of games. It may have been time, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, and, I think, all those things are true. I mean, at the end of the day, I need to stop using that phrase. It's a banned phrase at the end of the day. But ultimately, all those things, they're true, that you said, but it still has no bearing on, the outcome of the match.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a decision that's made. One person makes it, and everyone has to abide by it. It's just that simple.
Yep.
And the reasons for that, I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. And I'm sure he does. And
That's good enough.
Like Mark said a number of times, he's like, I've got the worst record with that man. But let's put it this way. I know, I could find out all the ins and outs and stuff like that. I have no desire to. It was, again, not my business.
Right.
And so, in my personal opinion, I think, I would have liked to have seen Taker, undefeated and then retire. But,
yeah.
That's not my decision to make.
Yeah.
And, other than that, I'll reserve all my opinions and everything else to myself. And,
I'm with you.
Hey,
I'm still mad at Bruce. I'm still mad at Bruce Dern for shooting John Wayne in the back and the Cowboys. Damn him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
biggest heel in history.
Yeah. So, well, you think that Taker's wrestled his last match?
I don't know.
If you're just guessing,
I don't know.
I
know he was banged up afterwards. I texted him and he just we shared some pleasantries and whatnot, and he said that he said I'll contact you in a few weeks when I find out the number of that bus that hit me and feel better, feel better and stuff like that. He's got some outdoor stuff he wants to talk about. So
cool.
My answer, I have no idea. And again, that's one of the things I just don't
Yeah.
think it's my place to pry. And
I'm with you.
Again, whatever decision he makes, I support it.
Me too.